Experience Guruji Sri Vast, a master, a mystic, a poet, teaching the celebration of life as a way to total liberation. The topic of this podcast is peace cannot be protected.
Guruji, how can humanity move towards world peace?
You have two powers. When one falls, then you cannot expect it's going to be in peace. It needs to be a win-win solution always. We can't create good and evil. That's the very root of the problem itself. Somehow we taken a standpoint, one against another, and failure of one, winning of other party. And it goes on. As long as you feel you are a loser, you don't want to accept that. And as long as you feel you are a winner, and you made a loser, and you feel proud you are a winner, again, you maintain this loser. As long as you feel you are a loser, you maintain the winner. So, there's no any chance that you will be free from this. What is important is not about winning or losing. It's all about winning whom is the question. There are two hands, and the pain belongs to the whole body. These two hands are part of the same body, and this hand cannot be a winner against this hand. The pain belongs to both. So we can't take a standpoint winner and loser. Same humanity, part of this planet, part of this ecosystem, part of this cosmic life. Which different organs we have in our body, same way we have humans, we have animals, we have plant, life, we have biodiversity here. We all live together, not only human alone, but as a whole with all living beings and including non-living beings, we are living together, which creates this interaction, creates life. But now, we talk about humanity. And humanity, one humanity. Then we divide, separate, competition against each other, winning against each other, losing against each other. It won't work. It won't work. It's very, very important not to create enemy. No matter what's the situation. By the time you create the enemy, the fight is on. Fight is on. And you create fear. And whenever a person feels feared, have experienced a fear, he wants to protect himself from the fear. And threatening back to create the same fear is a way to protect one's fear. Then you got threatened. Then you threaten back to create the same fear again, so protect you from the same fear. So, the same fear, we are playing ping pong against each other. The fear is the ball which we are kicking against each other, threatening each other, with the hope that you will be protected from the fear created in you. Because we see the opposition, we see the enmity. Now is the time that we drop the whole drama down. Not against West against the East or North against the South. No, not like that. We had to come out of this old paradigm thinking someone is lesser than you. Some people are lesser than me. And some people are superior. No matter who it is and what it is. We have to remove the opposition. A human life without opposition. Unless we reach this point, life without opposition, We keep on identifying some opposition to fight, keep the fight on. And this fight itself is sustaining the fight. No, we have to recognize that love is the way, peace is the way, freedom is the way. And this oneness is the way that bring people together, not separating that. Even at this point, no matter how we handle it, every possible method we take is just for temporary. Because you can't be a winner and create a loser. No, the winner means as a humanity we need to be a winner, not as a group of people is winner and group of people are loser. And that's the very root of the problem. We can't create evil and promise to be protected from the same evil which we have created. No. And it is important not to project the evilness in others. Peace. Every resources we have to protect us. Protect us to live in peace. But we may not spend that much resource to live in peace. We are spending to protect us to live in peace. In this process of protecting, we are not in peace. To protect, I need to have an opposite. I need to protect myself from an opposite. The more and more I protect myself, I also feeling the opposite. I had to create this opposite to protect me. So then opposite also need to protect itself because you become opposite to your opposite. So it's the same game played in the both sides. It's like a playing chess game. This is a concept of winner and loser. Concept of this dividing and rule. Certain people are lesser than other people. This we have to do. Peace. We have to put all the resource towards the peace. There's an inner conflict. This inner conflict, we are trying to find an excuse to express outward. Unless we find a solution to our inner conflict, there won't be any solution in outer conflict either. Outer conflicts are reflection of the inner conflict. You may say one powerful person able to create so much destruction due to his capacity. But the same, and another person, a normal, simple person, may have the same attitude, but his capacity is less, and he destroy within his limit, within his capacity. So I don't see the difference between two the persons, only the capacities are different. It's not about a philosophy, but it is a reality. We can't maintain the opposite. And we will not learn the lesson even if another 300 wars takes place. We learn to create opposite. We learn to project the problems in others. And this all consequence of that. The collective energy of the same projection of it. But if all the protection is meant to live in peace, then we have to create technology to live in peace, to support the peace, not to protect the peace. See? And everyone need to include. This is very, very important. We exclude everyone. We maintain this excluding people. It won't work. You can't exclude this hand is a better hand than this hand, and this is less priority. This hand is less priority. This hand is more priority. How is possible? Pain is felt by the both. So we can't exclude. When we plant the peace, we can't say the peace for certain people and excluding so many people outside this peace zone. So naturally, you are not in peace because you are trying to create the separation. We separate and protect the separation, and we lose the peace, then goes on. So inclusiveness is very, very important, that you need to include everyone into you as you. Then the peace is, because everyone is included in your peace. When you think, I want to be peace against you, without you I will be in peace. How it is possible? Then you start to feel, without me you will be in peace. We are in fight with each other. It's very important that we include everyone. Not creating opposite. Life without enemy. Life without opposition. Life without excluding. Include. Everything you include. Everyone. Whenever we have something new in us, whenever we have some new possibility, this new possibility is meant for everyone. A new opportunity is meant for everyone. As long as we include, we see the whole humanity as one humanity, problem not solved. We can't live in peace with protection. Peace is only when the freedom is not protected. You no need to protect the freedom, and that is freedom. You can't say, my freedom is protected, then it is not freedom. You are within the limitation, you are within the boundary, you are, in a comfort zone. You no need to protect. Peace is not something protected. When there's no need to protect the freedom, peace arises, because freedom is there. So it is very, very important that the whole humanity move towards the peace. But also, it is very, very important that the whole humanity move towards the self-sustainability. Our dependency on each other, survival, is increased so much. We created mental world, we created a physical world, people work with their body, and other group of people, they don't want to work with their body, they think for others who work with their body. And they depend on each other. No. We splitted. We are not whole anymore. We are depending someone else to serve each other. So the whole economic system, whole structure, social structure we have created is all dependency oriented. We depend we don't depend on the person who is standing next beside you, but we depend on the person whom you never met in your life. And he need to produce price, he need to produce a dress for you. So as long as this dependency survive, this separation also survive. So if you want to move towards the peace, we can't be in peace with dependency. It's also very important. You need to be free from the dependency on each other. Every society need to learn how to sustain their life in this planet. Sustain our human bodies in this planet. Sustain the human societies in the ecosystem. Location specific ecological solutions is important. One specific solution cannot be copied to another ecosystem. You have to find a location-specific solutions. But in the modern days, we want to invent one solution for everyone, every ecosystem. We had to find decentralized solutions and without dependency. So, the humanity need to move further. And also it is important, we don't create the same mistakes again, creating opposition and feeling we have to win someone. We have to know that we are not fighting against the people. You can have disagreement with a certain energy, certain attitude, but not against the people. We can't prejudge. These people are like this. They are like this. Again, the problem continues. You must remove those kind of prejudgment towards any ethnicity, any society, any culture, any gender. This also need to be removed. But we can say, I disagree with certain attitude. And also, it's applicable to every individual, not as a nation, but as an individual, that I should not have this attitude. Because everything is collective. Every individual is contributing towards certain energies. So, I don't see that we have to win someone right now. But I see we need to enter into peace right now. And all parties enter into peace. Otherwise, we think we are going to make some people as a loser in this whole drama. And no one wants to be loser. As long as our mind is thinking we can punish someone, we can make some people loser, the problem will not be solved. We have to include as a one humanity, not against each other. And this is important. Every trade, every policy, every structure needs to maintain the peace as a one humanity, one human, species which lives in this planet. Then move further from that point to see the peace and harmony in this planet. Harmony with all beings, not only with the human beings, among the humans, but also expanding this cooperation, expanding this inclusiveness with all other beings. And that is the path. That's the direction which we need to evolve. But, we may say we love nature and all those things, yes, but we may also hate humans. No? We can't maintain the both, love and hate at the same time. We have to open up. We have to come out from this old paradigm of believing someone is bad. And more you say, someone is there who is so mean and bad. And you create that. You create that. Everything is created collectively. We can't name one single person as he is responsible for something. We have to recognize that we are all responsible. Every dependent person is responsible. Every individual. The way we live, way we consume, is all creating this dependency. This dependency create inclusiveness and exclusiveness. Then we make boundaries, borders. We go on. So what is there to learn? The learn is a right time to reinstall the peace in humanity. As a whole humanity. Not as a separate, as a whole humanity. So at this point, we need to find a solution for everyone, not for one side. It won't work. We have to find a solution for everyone. But we have this tendency to create opposite, to condemn someone, and then believing by suppressing someone, we will find the solution. It won't work at all. It is human nature to rebel against it. So, to protect oneself from suppression, you start to suppress someone else. Then again they start to suppress you. It goes on, hand in hand, hand in hand. So, this current situation, we have to learn that life without opposite. And the peace is not peace from someone. We want to have peace without them. It's not possible. We have to dream peace with the whole humanity. One humanity. Unless and until we reach this one humanity. I'm not talking about one world, one governance, one leader concept. No, that won't work. And one humanity, one human species with one planet as a child of this Mother Earth. We have to move in that direction to embrace everyone into you. Then the peace is the future. And anyhow, human species managed whatever obstacles came in the past, thousands and thousands of years, we evolved further and further. But if we keep a fear as a foundation to us, then we evolve towards the wall. We have to keep peace as the goal, peace as the foundation, and move towards that direction. We are all moving towards that direction. We may face some obstacles right now or in the past or in coming years or days and months, but still, at the end, we are all moving towards something profound, one beautiful humanity, live in peace with each other, in harmony with the nature. That's the path anyhow. Whether you want or not, you will be choosing that path. The question is, better we take that path voluntarily by ourselves than waiting for the situations to force us to do that. We can avoid much hurts and pain.
What would be an ideal conflict management?
What would be a good conflict management? Again, as I said, you had to find the solution for you. And this same solution need to be applicable for your other side. Not winner-loser. We have to find the win-win solution. Any conflict, we have to recognize at the end, everyone wants to be in peace. Everyone wants to be in freedom. No one is there who says, I don't want people in peace, I don't want people in freedom. No, it's a misunderstanding. Deep inside, everyone loves everyone. Deep inside, we are all divine. Deep inside, we are all equal. So, conflict solution is always like we have to treat the other person the way you treat yourself. Sometimes you may treat yourself bad, that's a totally different story. But you have any solution, you find it for you. The same solution you apply to others. Same logic. Any logic you want to apply for you, same logic you apply for others. The problem most of the time, we don't want to maintain the same logic. We want one logic for us and another logic for others. We live in, pro-logic or tri-logic, or it goes on, many logics, not keeping one logic for everything. A conflict continues. So, any solution you you find it, which is applicable to you, need to be applied for your so-called other side of the table. And again, we both need to come to the win situation is you reach the peace. If someone is a loser, he is not alone loser. When an individual fails, not an individual fail, the whole humanity fail. It's very, very important to understand. When an individual enter into peace, not just an individual enter into peace, the whole humanity is feeding peace with. So, we cannot be in peace by making someone fail, someone as a loser. I never believed in that. No matter what, everyone needs to be the winner. And this needs to be a kind of core of understanding. No matter any conflict happens, and we don't want other person to be a loser. We want everyone to be a winner. And normally we also see, we want to find the solution to the conflict. After that, we have nothing to do with each other. That means, again, you are excluding this person from you. And you are moving towards the exclusiveness. Excluding the person, rejecting the person. It won't function because you can't maintain the peace there. And that you are trying to reject. No. The solution is always include. You want to solve the problem and you include. You don't want other person to get hurt. And you also don't want to get hurt yourself. So, always try to find that no one is a loser. Everyone is a winner. Everyone is a winner. And you will meet that peace. Problem will solve. Because you want to solve the problem. Solving the problem is not solving the situation. Situations are not the problem. Separations are problem. Situations are consequence of the separation. And those situations you claim it as a problem and you want to solve it. It won't function. So if you want to solve the problem, you are talking about you want to resolve the separation. You want the unity. Only when you are moving towards the unity, the separation can be resolved so that problem can be solved. So, conflict management is, we have to see which direction we are moving. Even current situation, we are moving towards the separation. Problem will not solve. Sooner or later, we will come back to the same situation again and again. No, we have to resolve the separation. We have to move into unity. That's the path. That's the path of the humanity.
When we are faced with injustice, how should we respond?
First of all, we should be free from that. Every situation is coming to you to recognize something which you have inside. In different forms. You may say, I'm not like him, I'm not like her. But in different forms, in different colors, we may have the same attitude. By the time you see, this is not what I like, this is not what I agree with, and we have to say, wow, thank you, this I don't agree with from me also. So I need to transform because I don't agree with this attitude in another person. So naturally, I don't want it for me. This is the first start. Any kind of that individual aggression. Then we see how this whole aggression it's important to see aggression is all respond. That is not the root of the problem. Every bird won't protect its child. Every cat wants to protect its kittens. It's very important to see. We immediately project the aggressor, oppressor. First, you have to understand. Every time to find the solution, we have to understand the problem. Where it started, where we are now. Fighting against who, what ideology, where it leads. All the aggressive expressions are because it's deep rooted. Many reasons behind it. And at what point it is all expressed in this form. And we question the expression of it. We don't question the root of it. If you openly look at it, you will see, you will learn so many root behind it, where this person reached this point, how the situation reached this point. And everyone need to take a responsibility on that. Leading. My thoughts, words and actions are not only leading me, it's also leading the humanity. And every individual need to look into it. My thoughts, words and action, how I lead the humanity. You are leading your human body. You think this is me. No, nothing you can claim is me. You can call this all is me. And all my thoughts, all my words, all my actions, I am giving a direction to the whole humanity to evolve further. And that starts from me. I am a contributor to that. So, it is very important whenever you don't agree with something. It can be a very massive level things you don't agree with that. That some countries dumping their waste in our country or in some other country. You don't like that. Yes. First thing is, you should not throw anything somewhere else just like that. You should not dump things. We start from that. Without that, you are not a contributor. You are part of the problem. You have only one bag to throw. You just to throw without telling to anyone. That big company have a one container to throw. They do the same thing. You question that. And you don't question you. You say it's a small bag. But you open that container, this container full of small bags. You question that. So, always we have to find whatever you don't agree with. And you say, first, I am free from it. First, I clean myself. And from there, the solution starts. You, as an individual, become a solution. Otherwise, you are part of the collective problem. And you are trying to find the solution to the problem which you are part of. That's why we never find the solution, because we are part of the problem. So, any problem you see, immediate thing is that I need to be free from that problem. I am not part of it. I am not a contributor. I am not a client to that problem. First thing. Then, once you are free, another energy arises in you. Because you are not acting through guilt or shame or fear. You are acting through pure love and compassion. And that gives another space within you. That gives that compassion, that pure love, the pure peace inside of you. Never show an enemy, never show a person, but it will show you an energy. It will show you what is not good. But not who is not good. It's totally two different things. We like to find a person to blame. I say, it won't work because everyone is the victim in this. Everyone is a victim. So, it is important not to project or not create opposite. Not project opposite. The more and more we project, we are falling deep down, and we need to protect from what we projected. And the current situation also like that. We projected, long time we created, long time we expected this, long time we made a poetry about it, we made a songs about it, we made a lot of movies about it, we wrote a lot of books about it, we made a lot of thrillers, about it. We created, and we also prepared, invented and manufactured a lot of toys and games and all about it. And we also created technology and invented more and more sophisticated science to meet this point. So, consciously or unconsciously, we prepared towards this sin. We say, we don't want that. We don't want such a thing takes place. So you are preparing, but same time projecting a situation and preparing to protect from the situation which was not there. But telling one day it may happen, that time I need to protect myself from that. You prepared yourself to protect you from the situation which is not there, not in present, which is expected in the future. They continuously developed the technology to meet the situation. So naturally, other side also having an experience that one day you may do something. So they need to protect themselves. So it's a race we ended up in. We say, I don't want this to happen, but we never learned what I want to happen. We educated the people that this may happen, we had to protect. But we never educated people what else is possible, what we want to happen as a humanity. We never projected that we are going to be one humanity one day, and we move towards that. No movies are made, no thrillers are made, that soon everyone is planning to be in peace. Soon everyone is planning to unite and going to live in harmony with each other. We never projected, we never proposed, and we never invented anything towards that direction. We invented, prepared ourselves, everything towards a separation. We go. So, nothing, we can't say things are happening just like that. Suddenly, no. We prepared this for years and years and years and years. Through all our movies, all our jokes, in our language, in our literature, in our theories, in our projections. We prepared for it. And we are where we are right now. At least now, it is important to embrace the humanity towards the peace, move towards the peace, not creating opposite. Because in your heart, by the time you registered, I'm against this person. The person is sitting inside of you as an enemy. And he is not happy inside of you either. And he needs to protect himself inside of your body. That's what we are creating. We create an enemy inside everyone's heart. And every body needs to protect itself from the enemy which is planted inside of you. Now, the enemy itself suffering within everyone's heart and he need to protect itself in fear. And this we need to dissolve. This we need to dissolve. Unless we dissolve that, problem is not going to solve. Because whoever you registered as an opposite of you already been threatened by you, want to protect itself from you. This is what is happening in this world. So, towards the peace, towards the harmony, a life without opposite, life without an enemy, life in harmony with all beings, including humanity, including you.
What is the root of conflict?
Every individual have the right dignity to live this life. I can't allow you because even I don't have the right to say I allow you to be free because you are free. I no need to allow you. You are free. By the time I see I allow you to be free itself, I'm declaring I'm superior than you. I'm allowing you to be free. It's very important. Every individual, the dignity to live equal with everyone. Now, normally many theories, many logics, we want to come to a conclusion. We want a group of people want to bring a solution for someone else. So I want to provide solution to you. By saying I want to provide a solution to you, I'm removing your dignity. I'm not recognizing your very existence because I want to bring solution to you that I define your life. The problem starts from that. The individual attitude to define others, telling, I know better, you are lesser than me. When this attitude expands, and at one point it becomes a collective attitude that we know better and you are lesser than us, problems start. Then you create this dualism. And when the dualism is there, you start fight with each other to protect from each other. It continues. We see this, the whole history of the humanity, we always trying to keep some people under our control. And it's the same attitude still we do. We expect someone else lesser than. So I have some needs and I have to accept everyone have the same need. But I may not recognize that everyone may have the same need in different forms. But I may say, my needs are okay, but others don't deserve to have the same need because they don't deserve. So we are trying to be superior. In the name of something, we are trying to keep some subordinate or someone is lesser than me. As long as we want to treat people lesser than me, physically I am strong, you are lesser than me. Mentally I am strong, you are lesser than me. Knowledge-wise I am strong, you are lesser than me. Economically I am strong, you are lesser than me. Any kind of this inequality takes place, the conflict starts from there. You born in this planet, there's a line between you and this planet. with all beings together. You are not born here. You are not coming here to experience that you are less than one who is already standing here. That's not possible. You are not born as superior. You are not born as inferior. You are born as a human species. You are born into this planet. You are not born into a country. You are not born into a religion. You are not born into a culture either. You are born into this planet. This understanding is very, very important. Not born into a nation or into a religion. Then the problem starts. Because by birth you are separated. By birth I started to claim I belong to this, not you. You belong to that. So the separation needs to be dissolved. And that's unity is only possible when we are ready to recognize we are all human species and part of this nature, part of the cosmic order. By the time you recognize I belong to certain nationality, I belong to this religion, I belong to this country, you are in trouble already. Because by the time I identify this is me, I am also declaring you are not that, you are different. So I already starting dualism. You are entering into that. So this need to be avoided.
Conflicts bring a lot of harm to all parties involved. How to forgive and return to peace?
We had to let go of the past. Because we make all this harmful past as our history. It's like a wound. I had to allow this wound to be healed. I can't keep on feel it and cry, it's bleeding even now. I have to allow to heal it. We don't let it heal. We create this as our history to learn from. But most of the history we want to hold to learn from is all our pain, is all our suffering, is all our fears. We don't keep anything beautiful as a reference of life to learn from. Through my past experience, I am moving into the future. I am projecting the future. But when I see my humanity is nothing but war and killing and suffering and betraying each other and massacring each other, and what kind of future I am projecting. And this fear only going to have a continuity in the future. This was my past. I don't want this past. But can you say this is the only history we have as a humanity? We have so much beautiful history as a human species. Not only some asura, but also devas. We have so much positive experiences. And we don't cultivate, don't claim that's the history of our humanity. If you claim that's the history of our humanity, all the goodness we went through, there's some kind of proudness arises, some kind of confidence arises, some kind of stability arises. Not fear arises, but hope arises. Then we give continuity to that goodness. But the history, what we learn, what is told to us, don't give any hope for me to that I am going to live in peace in the future. So already I am afraid of the future, afraid of this world, afraid of this life, afraid of everyone, then afraid of myself. I am in pain, I am in fear. And through this fear, I am communicating with everyone. I am creating my future, in a bunker, in a wall, in a protectionism, and in a secrecy. There's a hope one day if something goes wrong, then I am prepared for it. Because this is what we learned as our history. But if we learn our histories as a beautiful component, I'm not saying we have to deny what we went through. No. But also, we should not deny all the good things took place in the humanity. This is important. So many good things, so many great people, so many great experiences. We, as a humanity, we traveled thousands and thousands of years. No matter what situation we are put into it, we come out of it, we healed. But we don't keep as a reference of life. We still hang on what we are not happy about it. But we forgot what we are happy about. We hang on only what we are not happy about it. We go on. So this education plays major role, and also how we identify our history, how we understand our past. Even as an individual, this is the case, that you keep your past as a misery and you defame. You are not popular inside of you. You have no idea how popular I am inside of me. I am very popular inside of me. Yeah, no opposition at all. And this many people don't have this. They are not popular inside of their own heart. They are contempt. They live in condemning themselves, their past. And through this condemning, they are also condemning everyone. And also, you go on, you continuity to condemning others, because you condemn yourself and you condemn others too. Same thing, because I know only what I do towards me, I do to others. If I am nice towards me, I am nice towards others. So, even your own past, you don't want to let it go. You want to hold 1 year back, 2 years back, 5 years back, 10 years back. All happened to me. She said like that, he said like that, my parents said like this, my president said like this. So you want to hold people as responsible for your life from the past. And this same attitude, we also, as a large society, we maintain this what happened, and those people are responsible for what happened. We don't want to let go of that either. Unless you are not able to let go of your past, you will not be able to let go of your collective past. Which is very important. We want to forget and forgive the past of the collective. But then as an individual, I want to hang on. So problems start from there. That's why I say, when an individual transforms, it's not he is transforming, his world is transforming. Your past is part of the collective past. It's registered in your body. When you allow that to erase from you, you erase the history of the collective past also from you. If every individual let go of the past, then we reset our past. We have to allow this past to heal. And that healing is possible only by allowing new experiences in our society. Because every experiences we are building up, every technology, every rules, every logics, every law we are making is based on our past, which is only going to repeat the same experiences. We are not open to any kind of new experiences which can enter into us and let the old experience move on. This is important, whether as an individual level or as a collective level, as a family level or as a national level. The same story. We have to allow this old story go on. We have to be open for the new story. We have to open for the newness in the society. If you don't want to same situation to be repeated, you don't have to find a solution for the old problem. You have to find a solution for something new. Then the past will not be repeated. It's not about forgiving. It's about being thankful. Thankful we went through it so that we don't have to repeat it. We went through it collectively and individually so we know what it is. And we never ever want to go back there. Fine, we don't want to go back there, but where we want to go. And this is important. Not only telling, don't go there, but it's important to say where to go. So, we have to find a new kind of understanding, a new humanity, new way of looking at the life, a new human, new way of living this life in this planet. And I see every situation is moving us towards that. That's the nature of the life itself. Life itself is self-transforming organism, is self-evolving. So, it is evolving. Every situation brings us even much closer. Every situation unites us. It is the attitude or instinct of our species itself. When you are in endangered situation, when you are in a survival mode, we become collective, we unite. So, any threat happen to the humanity, whether within the humanity or from outside, any virus or any so-called aliens you are afraid of, suddenly you start to become one with each other. You start to dissolve your differences in between you. You start to face the situation together. You start to understand each other needs, each other feelings, each other dignities. We are in that phase of uniting. But it's very important to know we are in the phase of uniting. Uniting not against someone. Uniting as a one humanity. And every process of any social reform takes place, we go through a pain. It's like a delivering the child. It's not just, oops, I'm here. It's not like that. You go through such a pain. And this, we have the history. We know. We always went through it. So, we are in a kind of crossroad that we will go through this pain. But it's very, very important towards the unity, not unity against someone. Then we create the same mistake again. No, unity as one humanity. That's not against anyone. Not freedom from someone or freedom for someone, but freedom itself. Freedom for all. That's the path, and we are moving towards that direction. And that's the human evolution itself. And more people also conscious about it. Because everything fails. Our old economic structure fails. Our medical system fails. Our psychology fails. our old religion fails, our old family system fails. So many things which entertained us is losing its grip. And new things are taking over, new things are taking grip over the humanity. But in all this, we learn, more and more people transform. And it's something good, something good. Every situation is not the end, it's a phase. And you look at the cloud, suddenly you see a tiger on the cloud, among the cloud, and you start to be scared. It's going to do something to you. But if you allow, if you just watch it without reacting, and suddenly tiger become a cat, the cat become a rabbit. It changes. And everything changes, nothing is permanent. It doesn't mean you don't participate, just to stand and watch what is happening. No, acting and reacting is totally two different things. I am encouraging everyone to act, but not to react. Every reaction bounce back, comes with another further reactions. No, act. First, start the changes from you. You don't agree with some attitude. You don't apply that attitude in your very near people. First, inside of you, not denying you. First, giving dignity to you, to your life, to honor yourself. Then, honoring every person next to you. And we expand. Otherwise, we are blind to your presence and we project the problem somewhere else and you want to find the solution. No. Every problem and every solutions are very close to your heart and we have to find it there. Once you find the solution in your heart, you will see the solution is already started to apply. I tell you my experiences, whatever experience I go through, whatever is arising in me, I see immediately is implemented everywhere. Because I notice, wow, this solution arising within me. And I find the solution for this. And immediately I see the solution also available for everyone. And same way, first find the solution for you. And by the time the solution arises in your heart, this solution is naturally uploaded in the cosmic plane. This solution is available for everyone. If you see the hateness or separation or exclusivity or rejection, and that's what is available for everyone. So, be an active contributor towards the peace. Be an active contributor towards the unity, a one humanity, living in harmony with all beings.
Guruji Sri Vast's profound teachings are a life-affirming guidance to free ourselves from all conditionings, to inquire the purpose of life and to rediscover oneself. Welcome to explore your highest human potential.